It is now a 100% self-efficient energy creator.
Huh.
Yeah. Aloha, Voyagers. Elder Voyager here to guide the way, ready to embark on today's journey. Grab your gear and let's get going. This episode, we're charting a course through a little bit of mechanism getting built up. And of course, if you caught our live stream, we got applied energistics, very basic applied energistics up and running, and plan on getting that going even further. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we have a few things that we need to do. We have our storage drawers, our functional storage is hooked up, as well as our oak diamond. Now we have two more storage buses made, and the reason being is because we need to make these storage controllers. 1, 2. All right. The storage controllers are going to go underneath the barrels up here, so they're connected there. Now, I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do what I am currently doing, but this is how we're going to do it for now. And because I don't plan on them being there forever anyway. So that should give us access to the stuff that's inside of here. So, raw beef. We've got 28 raw beef in that middle one. Raw beef. So 36 total. If I take that out, yes, it took out that, and now it's all in that one drawer, or in that one. That is wonderful. Absolutely love it. So we're going to come down and do the same thing to this side over here. Storage bus there. And I need some more cable, or some more, yeah, flux. We're going to have to make some more of that. There we go. Make a little bit more of that and head down. And remember, these stone pillars are going to eventually be our P2P towers and all that stuff that go up all the way throughout the building here as we add on. But for now, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 channels out of 8 that we can do with just an energy acceptor and no controller. So we'll end up having to get a controller soon. But for now, we should be able to. Let's go ahead and test this one. We have let's see, a bell. So let's see. I don't think I've grabbed more than one bell throughout the whole session, or the whole series. Yeah, grab the bell. The bell's gone, and it's back in there. Beautiful. So that's working. So now we have access to everything that's in our functional storage and our sophisticated storage. Not so much our backpacks though. Not yet. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get these emptied out, and actually, I might be able to go ahead and do that now. Really, the only reason we have the 64K is because we got it from Quest Reward. We're really not going to be going above 4K for the most part, because with that type selection, why do I have to, oh no, we got that from a Quest Reward. That's what that was. after I made one. That was, yeah, that was a bummer. Actually, we might need that. Help us out with our mining. But anyway, they only hold 63 types, and the chances of getting past 4,000 items with 63 types is not, well, not impossible. So like that emeralds, they shouldn't be in that one. Emerald, it's because they're in the compressed block. If I take them out of the compressed block, put them in the regular block, and then put them back in here, let's, yeah, compressed block, and put them back in. Oh, are we full on diamonds or on emeralds here? We sure are. Let's do this. That'll show them. Temporary fixes. All right, so we've got our backpacks emptied out, which is wonderful. This one we can go ahead and empty out. Actually, no, we'll hold on to that because that is going to be part of A2. That's stuff we made, our inscriber and the quest rewards that we got. We're going to need that for setting up automation of AE2 down here later on. But we're not quite there yet. My main goal today is power generation. So that's where we're going. That's what we're going to be working on. And the power generation we're going to be doing is going to be the gas burning generator. So if you remember, we have at Easy Villagers, we had this farmer, not the Fletcher. Where are all the villagers are all in this right here. We have this farmer right here. And his sole purpose in life was to create potatoes. Power generation. Where are we going? Oh, it's going to be a second floor thing, I guess. So this we're going to have to build up our second floor. His whole purpose in life was to generate potatoes. And that is not going to change. So let's go down and get a drawer. We're going to do a drawer just for this. A compacting drawer, in fact. And we have some conduit now. Oh, no, we don't have any more item conduit, I guess. We should be able to, yeah. Instead of using hoppers. So we're going to come over here. We're going to place an item conduit here. The compacting drawer here. The farmer will go on top of that. And yeah, let's put him in there. I forget how. Oh, wait, just, yeah, like that. And then it should be potato. So let's make sure we get a raw potato plant in there. I don't know if there's one still in there or not. We're about to find out. Potato. There we go. And he's going to make those. Oh, the compacting drawer, maybe not the best of ideas. What if we go like this? We're going to put a thing there. Compacting drawer on the left. And that's where the potatoes will go. And then we will get a drawer of 2x2. Yes, beautiful. Get a 2x2 with a void upgrade. We need to make sure it's at functional storage. Yeah, that's sophisticated storage. Functional storage. That's sophisticated. Where? Oh, here we go. That's the one where, oh, well, you don't want crying obsidian. Oh, come on. I know we have obsidian. We just got a bunch on stream. All right, here we go. Oh, we're going to need another drawer. So let's at sophisticated, or no, functional. And then we'll make another drawer here, like such. I don't know why I went down the elevator. And we're going to use that 1x1 to make our void upgrade. Yeah. And then we have that 2x2. We'll bring that up here. Oh, we need to sleep through the night. And this will be extract, always, insert, and extract. I need to lock these though, to make sure nothing can get in there that we don't want in there. Because he's going to produce other things, such as poison potatoes. And I can't remember if there was anything else, so that's why I'm using the 2x2. And it's going to be voiding it. So we'll void those. So this will be an insert with no extract. And the reason we have this set to extract always, and this is extract always, any potatoes he makes will go in here. Those potatoes will come out and begin the process of making what we need for our gas generator, which I said is our ultimate goal today. So we're going to need to find out what the gas generator does, right? So the gas generator is going to be burning. Oh, this doesn't show. It doesn't show what all it burns. I did go ahead and set up a few of the basic factories and got some more mechanism stuff. So at mech, I think that's another mech. Yeah. We're going to make the gas burning thing. I made some steel already, so we should be good on that. Alloys, that's going to require, or not alloys. Yeah, infused alloy. Oh no, this core requires gold, iron, and osmium dust. So gold dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm making that an arbitrary number. Well, 2 for that, I guess. Really? Um, maybe I have more in my pocket here. Iron, yeah, we got more. And I'm just making 9 just because. All right. So one of those, and that's going to be our generator. Now, oh nice. We did hit 50 hours. I do want to put a disclaimer. Some of that was going AFK for our loot farm / our temporal pouch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, storage parts. Let's hope we get some good storage parts. A bag of relics, which is a space. I have no idea what that is, but it is another quest. And a void talisman, which may come in very handy, depending on how it works. Let's see what we got. We got a copper upgrade. That's okay. We will put that copper upgrade on these potatoes. There. Oh, see, we're already up to 83. We started at 70 something. All right. Now hold shift space thing. +1 experience for each created portal if there is not an existing one. Okay, so that's not going to do us any good. And a void talisman prevents us from falling into a void. That would come in handy, yes. Especially when we get to the end. So I'll go ahead and put that on, so I don't forget it. So this backpack, this backpack can come over here now, because it does not have an active project in it, like this one does. The gas burning generator, we want it to burn specifically. Oh wait. We didn't get the finish these out. Adventurer bundle. Oh, we got a villager because we needed more of those. Power generation. Here we go. We got our wind generators and speed upgrade. All right. 2 speed upgrades. That's perfectly fine. Put those in there. This guy is able to burn. Okay, so what we're going for is ethane. It was either liquid ethane or ethane, but since this one actually has a burn time on it, I'm going to guess it's just ethane, which requires us to make. So we're going to need hydrogen with a pressurized reaction chamber, which requires an enrichment chamber. 2 basic chemical tanks. So let's go ahead and make those. 1. Remember, check these quests as they come in. Don't wait. Because when I wait in between episodes, I usually end up with things that I needed, but I created because I didn't check the quest. And it was in between episodes, and I don't want to open those up off screen. So we have the basic chemical tanks. Actually, let's go ahead and make 2 more of those. Pressurized reaction chamber requires an enrichment, and we should make 2 of those, because I'm sure we'll need more. So steel casing, that gives us the enrichment chamber. Let's see, that didn't actually give us anything. Enrichment chamber and a dynamic tank. Bucket. Okay. Dynamic tank. The reason I put it in my inventory is in case it is a quest item. So we have our pressurized reaction chamber. And inside of that pressurized reaction chamber, we need water and hydrogen to go into it. So that is going to require an electrolytic separator. So that's another one of these. Good thing I made 9 of each of those dust. Electrolytic separator. We're going to need a water pump of some type, because we got to get water into it. So we'll use mechanisms pump. What is this? Fluid plenisher. Fluid placer / reverse pump. Interesting. All right, so we have pump. Still nothing up there. So we have that made. So that will let us make the hydrogen and ethene is hydrogen. We need biofuel, which is why we need the potatoes. So we need a crusher. So let's grab another steel casing. We need another bucket of lava. So let me get some lava. Be right back. Oh, here it is right here. All right. So we have our lava. So our crusher. We actually need 2 of those. So let me grab 2 more buckets of lava. Because I need one that's not going to be turned into a machine. This is the crusher, which makes our biofuel. And the reason we are using potatoes, you know what? Let me do this. Potato. And what can you do? And then go to the crusher. There it is. It makes 5. So 1 potato makes 5 of these. So that's pretty good because he makes potatoes pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty quickly. So that's why we're going with potatoes. And if it's not fast enough, we can always add more villagers up there. But I think that's going to be plenty. So we have the crusher. Biofuel. Let's go ahead and get that one of those crushers hooked up. Put that in there. This crusher is going to insert on the right. Actually, it's going to input and output on the right. Alright, but it needs power. So... Oh. Forgot we gotta jump start this thing. We don't have a roof up there yet, so let's grab one of these windmills for now. Once we have this thing jump started though, as long as we are producing more energy than we're using, we don't really have to worry. Energy is input. Energy? Does that do it? No. Energy. Input. There we go. Now we are making the biomass. So with the biomass, let's get another drawer because we love drawers. It'll be a 1x1 drawer, which will end up getting an upgrade. Let's set it down and lock it first. Where's my locking tool? There we go. And then an axe. Nope, not that. I keep forgetting about that. We're going to place it there. We're going to take this biomass and put some in there. 13. And the number, once we hit insert and extract always. Extract always. The number's going up. Yep. All right, wonderful. So that biomass will then go into pressurized reaction chamber. So pressurized reaction chamber right here, which will also have to be jump started. That should be items input on the back. And then we need to hit insert. There we go. So we have our biofuel going in here. And now we need, what was it? Water and hydrogen to make the ethylene. Water and hydrogen. Yes. And so hydrogen is coming from a electrolytic separator. So we'll set that here. And we will say, we'll clear all those. Okay, so fluids. To the right will be output. Oh, nope. It's going to be chemicals. Is it chemicals that's output? Yeah. Chemicals output 1. We want water to go in. So let's get how are we gonna do water? We got the pump. It has to be jump started. Do we have, let me see. Yes. Yes, the sink. Aha. Love the sink. We don't need the pump. Oh, that is beautiful. Love the sink. But we will need a fluid conduit. Maybe. We might not need it. That will depend on if this will pull from the right. So we want fluids, left input. No, did not. Fluid conduit there. Sink here. Extract always. And insert. No. Wait. No, that is correct. That is correct. We want it to put the water in here. And then on the right side, we need hydrogen, right? We're going to need some conduits, some energy conduit. We're going to have to make energy conduit. There's no getting around it. Universal cable. Oh, that's good because it's still which we already had. Oh man, still no, nothing. Take that off of there. Place it here. Get rid of this one right here. And power will come from the bottom. Input. There we go. And did that connect? It did. And then should be right here. Nope, it's right. Well, I guess it can be right there because we need that crusher to have power too. The crusher power on the left input. And then I think we're going to have just enough cable to pull this off. Like that. Need to remove this one. Power input basic universal cable. Why is it not inputting then? Oh, because I was on items. Input. There we go. Wonderful. And this is making hydrogen and oxygen. It's not very great right now because we... Ooh, can the speed upgrades go in here? No. The only thing we can do is muffling, which the windmill doesn't really make too much sound. Alright, so hydrogen and oxygen. And the reason we needed that is because we need to make dump excess oxygen, go idle on hydrogen, but we're going to have that hydrogen pump out into one of these extra tanks here. So the front is going to be chemicals output 1. Chemicals output 1. And that should start filling with hydrogen. Yes, beautiful. And clear all those. Input on the back. That hydrogen then gets turned into... goes to a pressurized reaction chamber, which is right here. This is not going to be... That's not going to be how that works. Chemicals, none. To the right will be output 1. Place this reaction chamber back down. Left will be chemicals input. Back is items input. So we have the hydrogen. And now we also need to get water over to it. So we use this. And then can we put water in through the fluids top input? Come on. It said none for some reason. Fluids top input. There it goes. It just had to be broken and replaced. Come on. Insert. And then over here, extract always. It's not pressurized, so it will go kind of slow. And then we need the energy cable to go right here. It'll be our last one that we have for now. And then once we have enough hydrogen, wait, oh yeah, power. Power energy on the bottom, input. Yes, there we go. Should make ethylene. Yes. Now we need this stuff is going to get backed up. So we'll have to cable that out. So let's go like this. And items, top, output, project on, and then we'll, oh, I don't. That's insert, where's my items? Items, there we go. Extract, always. And then we'll take a couple of these and place them up here. Yes. And it is extracting them, and then it will void them. Now we're going to need a bunch of these later on, but for now, we're just going to void what we have. And then the ethylene, we're going to take that, and we'll store that inside of a basic chemical tank, like this. So go to the front, chemical, output, ethylene, yes. And then make sure nothing is happening on the front of this one. Okay. Because I'm going to place the burner here and tell it, oh wait, that one has to be done in a specific way, doesn't it? Does it? I can't configure its sides. So maybe if I just put left output. Yes, ethylene is going in. Look at that energy getting built up quick. Woo. And then the ethylene will start to build up as well. It'll take a little while just because we're just getting started and don't have a lot of energy. Take that energy. Can't speed upgrade that either. That's a bummer. Take that energy. We need to make some more cables. So this, and that will fill up that cable. We're going to have a power reserve in here somewhere, but for now that everything's jump started, we'll do that right there, and we can take our windmill back for now, and everything is running off. It is now a 100% self-efficient energy creator. Yeah. Let's do this because thanks. Because why not, right? Hang on. There we go. And then we can get rid of this piece as well. And voila. It is making more power than it is outputting, obviously. So that is absolutely wonderful. Now we're going to do all kinds of things with that power. But first we have to find a way to store it and then start distributing it throughout the base. So we will do that on the next episode. Until then, mahalo Voyagers. It's been an incredible adventure. I greatly appreciate you stopping in. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me hit that F5. And keep the Voyager spirit alive. We'll see you next time.